Are you struggling to manage your rheumatoid arthritis pain, no matter what treatments or medications you try? What if I told you the foods you're eating every day could be fueling the inflammation and making your pain worse? In this video, I'm going to reveal 25 foods that may be worsening your RA symptoms and explain why eliminating them could be the key to finally reducing your pain and inflammation. Let's get started. Rheumatoid arthritis, or RA, is a chronic autoimmune condition that primarily affects your joints. In simple terms, RA occurs when your immune system mistakenly attacks the healthy tissue in your joints, leading to inflammation. This inflammation causes pain, swelling, stiffness, and can eventually result in damage to the joint tissue over time. Unlike osteoarthritis, which is caused by wear and tear, rheumatoid arthritis is triggered by your immune system and can affect anyone at any age. Because RA is driven by inflammation, managing that inflammation is key to reducing pain and preventing further joint damage. This is where your diet plays a crucial role. Certain foods can either trigger or calm down inflammation in your body, meaning that what you eat can significantly impact your symptoms. By making smart dietary choices, you can help manage RA symptoms more effectively and improve your overall quality of life. The first category of foods you want to avoid if you have rheumatoid arthritis is processed and packaged foods. These foods are often loaded with unhealthy fats, refined sugars, and artificial additives, all of which can trigger inflammation in the body. The problem with processed foods is that they're stripped of nutrients and packed with ingredients that can lead to weight gain and worsen joint pain. Additionally, trans fats and high levels of sodium found in many of these products can contribute to swelling, making it harder to manage RA symptoms. Let's break down some common examples. Fast food, for instance, is high in unhealthy fats like trans fats and saturated fats, both of which can elevate inflammation levels. Packaged snacks like chips and cookies are not only filled with sugar and unhealthy fats, but they also contain preservatives and additives that can negatively affect your immune system. Frozen meals, while convenient, are often packed with sodium and preservatives, which can trigger inflammatory responses in the body. Processed meats, such as bacon and sausages, are especially harmful. These meats contain high levels of advanced glycation end products, AGEs, which are compounds that increase inflammation and oxidative stress in the body. Sugary cereals are another culprit. Though they may seem like a quick and easy breakfast, they're often filled with refined sugars, which can spike blood sugar levels and fuel inflammation. The next category to be mindful of is sugary foods and beverages. Sugar is one of the biggest drivers of inflammation in the body, and for people with rheumatoid arthritis, it can make joint pain and swelling much worse. When you consume a lot of sugar, it triggers the release of inflammatory messengers called cytokines, which can amplify your RA symptoms. Additionally, excess sugar contributes to weight gain, and carrying extra weight puts more stress on your joints, leading to increased pain and stiffness. Let's look at some common culprits. Sodas are packed with refined sugars and provide absolutely no nutritional value. Drinking them regularly can spike your blood sugar levels, leading to inflammation and joint discomfort. Candy is another source of high sugar intake that can trigger inflammatory responses in the body. Pastries and cakes, which are often loaded with both sugar and unhealthy fats, not only promote inflammation but also lead to weight gain, adding to the strain on your joints. Sweetened yogurts may seem like a healthy option, but many are filled with added sugars, which can fuel inflammation. Always check labels, as even fruit-flavored yogurts can contain more sugar than you realize. Finally, fruit juices with added sugar, while seemingly healthy, can contain just as much sugar as sodas. Opting for whole fruits instead of sugary juices can help keep inflammation levels in check and support better joint health. By cutting down on sugary foods and beverages, you're not only managing inflammation but also protecting your joints from additional stress. Another group of foods that can be problematic for people with rheumatoid arthritis is dairy products. While dairy is a good source of calcium and other nutrients, it can be inflammatory for some individuals, especially those who are sensitive to lactose or casein, a type of protein found in dairy. For people with RA, this sensitivity can lead to an immune response that triggers inflammation, potentially worsening joint pain and stiffness. Whole milk, for example, contains high levels of saturated fat, which can contribute to inflammation in the body. For some, the lactose in milk can cause digestive issues that further aggravate inflammation. Cheese is another common food that can be problematic. It is high in both saturated fat and casein, which can lead to an increase in inflammatory markers for those who are sensitive. Butter, often used in cooking and baking, is rich in saturated fats, which can promote inflammation if consumed in large amounts. Ice cream, while delicious, is not only high in sugar, but also dairy fats, making it a double threat when it comes to inflammation. Cream-based sauces, found in many comfort foods, are also loaded with saturated fats and can trigger or worsen inflammatory responses in your body. If you suspect dairy might be worsening your symptoms, trying alternatives like plant-based milk and yogurts could make a significant difference in managing your RA. Next up are gluten and certain grains, which can be particularly problematic for individuals who have sensitivities or intolerances. Gluten is a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye, and while not everyone with rheumatoid arthritis will be sensitive to it, many people with autoimmune conditions do find that gluten can trigger inflammation in the body. For those who are gluten-sensitive or have celiac disease, consuming gluten can lead to an immune response that not only affects the digestive system, but also contributes to widespread inflammation, potentially aggravating RA symptoms like joint pain and swelling. Wheat-based products, such as bread and pasta, are some of the most common sources of gluten. For people with RA, cutting back on these foods may help reduce flare-ups and discomfort. Barley and rye, often found in cereals, breads, and certain alcoholic beverages, can also be culprits. These grains can contribute to inflammation in sensitive individuals, leading to more joint pain and stiffness. White rice, while gluten-free, is a refined grain that can spike blood sugar levels, which may indirectly contribute to inflammation. On the other hand, couscous, which is made from wheat, contains gluten and can trigger similar inflammatory responses as other wheat-based foods. If you suspect that gluten or certain grains may be worsening your RA symptoms, consider experimenting with gluten-free alternatives like quinoa, brown rice, or gluten-free oats, which are less likely to contribute to inflammation and may help you feel better overall. The final category we'll cover is red meat and fried foods. These types of foods are typically high in saturated fats, which have been linked to increased inflammation in the body. For people with rheumatoid arthritis, consuming large amounts of red meat or fried foods can worsen joint pain and swelling due to the body's inflammatory response. Saturated fats not only contribute to inflammation but can also lead to weight gain, which puts extra pressure on already painful joints. Beef and pork are common sources of red meat that contain high levels of saturated fats and compounds like advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These compounds can promote oxidative stress and inflammation, making them problematic for anyone dealing with RA. While small portions of lean meats might be fine in moderation, regularly consuming fatty cuts of red meat can exacerbate RA symptoms. Fried foods like fried chicken, French fries, and fried fish are also packed with unhealthy fats. The frying process creates trans fats, which are even worse for inflammation than saturated fats alone. French fries, for instance, are not only fried in oil, but also high in simple carbohydrates that can spike blood sugar, adding another layer of inflammation risk. Reducing your intake of fried and red meats and opting for healthier cooking methods like baking or grilling can go a long way in helping to manage inflammation and alleviate RA symptoms. So those are the 25 foods that might be standing between you and relief from your rheumatoid arthritis pain. We covered processed and packaged foods, sugary treats and drinks, dairy products, gluten and certain grains, as well as red meat and fried foods, each of which can trigger inflammation and make your RA symptoms worse. It's crucial to understand that eliminating or reducing these foods in your diet can have a powerful impact on managing inflammation and alleviating your pain. By making more mindful food choices, you can reduce flare-ups, improve joint function, and start feeling more in control of your RA. Remember, even small dietary changes can lead to big improvements in your quality of life when managing an autoimmune condition like rheumatoid arthritis. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know if you've noticed any foods that trigger your symptoms or if you have questions about specific dietary changes. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.